Hello and welcome to The Simple Skeptic. I'm doing something a little bit different this time. Most of my camera equipment's been packed up for a weekend trooper taking, so I'm just using my laptop camera for now. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit that little bell there somewhere, and it'll tell you whenever a new screed is published by me. I went to another counter protest against a drag show in Peterborough on May 6th. And I had some questions for some of the people there. I genuinely wanted to know what their answers were. You'll see what their answers were. They weren't very good. In fact, I didn't really get answers at all. I wasn't expecting any. I put them on the spot, and they simply refused to rise to the challenge. The first one you're going to see is a guy that I kind of recognized him, but I couldn't put a name to the face. And then someone told me later that his name was Kevin Goudreau. He is a card-carrying Nazi, proudly. He has a swastika tattooed on his chest and various other things. He's just a thoroughly reprehensible character. But you'll see what his reaction was, and, well, it's a non-reaction.
Excuse me, if you want to stop child abuse, why aren't you protesting outside a church? That's where most of the pedophiles are.
That's your opinion.
Opinion? Just look at the arrest statistics. How many trans people are arrested for molesting children? How many priests are arrested for molesting children? How many Christian youth counselors are arrested for molesting children? How many good, upstanding Christians are arrested for molesting children? Why aren't you protesting outside a church?
I'm a Christian, and
you're a Christian.
Organized religion.
Why aren't you protesting outside a church? If you want to stop child abuse, that's where you go. Churches are the largest organized pedophile ring on the planet, especially the Catholic Church. Please go and protest outside a church. If you want to stop child abuse, protest outside a church. I'm going to make you infamous.
The other group, as far as I know, they're not Nazis. They're just committed Christians. And some of them should be committed, maybe. They were hanging around. I don't know whether they knew that this guy was a Nazi, but he was at times hanging around with them. I enlightened them of that fact. They didn't seem to care. I don't know much about any of them. I just know that they were in the protest, and they also refused to answer the questions I had, and got into a little bit of a theological debate, and they obviously are very confused people.
Because men can't have fucking babies. As much as you spin the fucking, as much as you roll that dice, dudes can't have fucking kids, okay? We don't have fallopian tubes.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Like, fuck, man.
Can I ask you a serious question?
It's scary. Fucking melt the
If you want to stop the grooming of children, why aren't you protesting outside a church?
I have been, actually, thanks to your...
Where and when?
None of your fucking business. When you
Where and
fuck
when?
off?
I'll join you.
Why don't you fuck off?
You're a liar then.
I'm not going to sit with some asshole with a mask
You're a
on.
liar.
Idiot stick that still thinks COVID.
You're a liar.
Double mask fucking COVID guy. Get the fuck
You're a
out of
liar that hides your
Hey,
eyes
science,
behind
baby.
a set of
Stop the child
sunglasses.
abuse. That's right.
Hey?
Stop the child abuse. No, I'll take my glasses
Come
off.
on, why don't you protest outside a church?
I wouldn't take your fuck. I'd leave your clothes on too.
Come on.
Stop the science, guys.
Where are the groomers? They're in churches.
Stop the science.
Why aren't you people protesting outside a church? Come on. I'll join you if you do that. I know why, because you have an agenda. You're just homophobic, transphobic, you just like to hate. You just like to beat up on people.
It's about the love of children.
You're good Christians who hate. Christianity is a death cult. Christianity is a hate cult. And you love it.
And yet the left is mutilating children.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Where? When?
That's where this ends.
No, it is. No, it doesn't.
It's absolutely.
You cannot perform sex reassignment surgery on a child in this country.
Not yet.
Not yet. How do you know it's going to wind up like that?
Because it's called a slippery slope.
Oh, slippery slope is a fallacy. You know that. In most cases, slippery slope is a fallacy.
Yes, that's where this ends. What I should have said at the time, and if I go back there and ask the same questions, I'll ask them. Does this stop when we start executing people for being gay? Oh, we don't want to do that. Well, that's where this ends. Yeah.
Interested in
What's your problem? Why are you against this?
Because kids don't belong around drag entertainers.
Why not?
We don't think grooming.
Because drag is inherently sexual.
No, it is not inherently sexual.
Absolutely. Have you heard of all-age drag?
Have you ever watched
No,
Some
no.
Like It
I
Hot
asked
with
you a question.
Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon?
I'm asking you a question. Have you heard of all-age drag shows?
Yes.
Yeah, they're happening all over the place. Where grown men dress up in skimpy women's clothes,
Yeah.
dance around, and kids tuck bills into their underwear. Is that not sexual?
I don't know. Show me where this is going on.
Everywhere.
Show me. Tell me.
Look.
Tell me.
Well, the library for one.
They're tucking dollar bills into
Not
G-strings
yet,
over
but
there?
That's where this ends.
Books to
That's
kids.
where this ends. You think there's
How do you know it's going to end at that?
all-age drag?
Come on. How do you know?
Hours don't end in all-age drag
So you're
shows.
just,
How do you
but
know?
you're against it?
Again, they've already decided what the future will be like because they want to be able to decide our future.
Against what?
You're against sexualizing kids?
What do you mean by sexualizing kids?
Kids
What do you mean
tucking
by
bills.
sexualizing?
Explain by
What do you
sexualizing.
mean by sexualizing?
I believe in teaching kids comprehensive sexual education at an early age.
Is there such a thing that's inappropriate for children? And
Certainly.
What is that?
I'm not a sociologist. I'm not a child psychiatrist. I'm not a child
So
psychologist.
you can say that you know something is wrong, but you don't know what that is.
Well, you're saying the same thing,
Stop
basically.
But
pretending
you
to
don't
have
have
a
a
moral
standard for right
standard.
and
You're saying the same thing.
You don't
One
have-
thing I do not have is a moral standard guided by religion. I hate religion.
Then it's
Yeah,
just guided by
you
your own
definitely have a
opinion.
religion. You're wearing it all over.
This is what he decided was a religion. This hat, for those of you who aren't familiar with the horrific abuses perpetrated on First Nations children in Canada during the residential schools, the fiasco that ran on for well over 100 years. This is part of a protest, a minor protest on my part and a lot of other people's parts. I was wearing this to commemorate the children. The proceeds of the sale of this go to helping missing and murdered Indigenous women. They go into the investigations that are trying to find out exactly what went on in the residential schools, blah, blah, blah. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I was wearing a t-shirt with the same slogan on it, Every Child Matters. And to them, that was a religion. Yeah, these people are, they're not sane.
No, I'm not.
There's
Yes,
your
this is
religion.
religion.
I'm an atheist, a
yeah.
very strong
Yeah.
atheist.
And that is your religion.
There's your religion.
Atheism is not a religion.
Oh, it's a religion.
So
A
not
strongly held
collecting,
belief,
so not
that is
collecting
atheism.
stamps is a hobby.
I think you don't know what a religion is.
I don't think you know either.
What do you define as a religion?
It's a belief in the supernatural.
That's not a religion. There's lots of religions that don't believe in the supernatural.
So let's bring up another obvious question.
You don't know what you're
Like
talking
what?
about. You don't know what you're talking
Like
about.
what? Name one.
A religion is not defined
Name
by
one.
belief in the supernatural.
Name one.
You think religion is defined
Name
by belief
one.
in the supernatural?
You're not answering
You can't do it.
questions. You're just.
I
you're
asked
just
him a
talking.
question and he can't answer it.
You're not. You're just talking.
He can't
not-
answer it.
you're not
He
explaining.
said that there are religions that don't believe in the supernatural. I asked him to name one.
Your religion.
A standard.
No,
of belief.
atheism is not a religion.
It is.
No, it
What's
is not.
your view on God?
What about my view on God?
I'm asking you,
What is it?
Prove to me that a God exists.
There's your theology right
That's
there.
not a theology.
It is. That's
No, it is
that's
not.
Your study of God.
I am a presuppositional naturalist.
There-
I look at nature and I see a long line of natural events going right back to the Big Bang.
Yes, and
I
that-
see
that
no
is
reason to introduce
that
a
is by
God.
definition
That
a
is a.
religion.
No, it is
faith-based
not.
It is.
Theory.
No, it is not.
Okay, let's cut it off there. As you can tell, my voice was getting pretty hoarse by that time. These people obviously don't know what they're talking about. They're not willing to answer any questions. As far as a religion goes, yeah, I will admit that some people, even atheists who don't believe in the supernatural, occasionally will commit themselves to their beliefs with almost a religious fervor. But that doesn't necessarily make it a religion. It just makes them extremely fervent in their beliefs. Um, but no, these people can't answer a simple question. They won't answer a simple question because they don't have answers. All their answers are provided in the Bible, and unless they have one handy, which they didn't, obviously, because they would have whipped one out, they weren't willing to answer anything. They couldn't answer anything, and it's just pathetic. Um, as I said, I'm frustrated. I'm fed up with them. I will go to another counter protest. I will try to keep my cool. I will be asking questions again, hopefully to have a semi reasoned debate with at least one of them. But for now, nah, I need to relax. Point Peely, here we come. Have a good day, folks.